Hello, I'm Lee from the blog The Little by Little Home, and today I'm going to take you on a tour of our half bath and laundry room. Now this room started out as a home office. It had a built-in from the previous owner and was dated, and I'm sure it worked really well for them. The room is right on our main floor, and when we looked around at it, my husband does work from home, and he did work from home when we moved here. However, him being right off of the kitchen, the dining room, our homeschool nook, just wasn't gonna work because we're not quiet, and he kind of preferred it to be quiet while he was on the phone. So we decided to transform this room into a half bath and laundry room. When we did move in, the laundry was downstairs in the basement, and it is not a finished basement. I just was thinking logistically, it was not going to be ideal, but if there was no other option, then that would have been absolutely fine. We also only have one full bathroom, and as I've discussed in a previous video, and I'll share the blog post below, there was what would be considered maybe a half bathroom. Basically, it was just a toilet and a closet. There was no sink, nothing. You could kind of go in, close the door. There was a little latch right there. It was just really awkward, and it wasn't what we were looking for in our home. So transforming this room into a half bath and then moving the laundry up here was the solution for us. Before we moved in, we were able to have about 10 days before we had to move all our stuff in, and I used that time to sand the floors on our first floor, our staircase, and then the landing on our second floor. I actually have a blog post all about how to sand floors on your own, and I'll link that in the description below. Once that was done, we had a friend come on in, and he did all of the work to move the plumbing and the electrical into this space. We did the demo and removing the built-in office desk and the shelves, and then he came in and installed all of that for us. He was able to get that done within a few days. We got things hooked up at least to be able to do the laundry, and then it took a little bit of time because James did the final installing of the sink and the toilet. The solution for the toilet, if you want to hear about this, is that we actually just used the toilet that came from the closet. It was in perfect working condition, so why buy a new one if you already have one? So we moved that into here, and we're able to install that and use it. Now, when it came to the sink, we had just purchased a home, and we had paid for, a contractor to come in and do this kind of work. So we're really trying to do something for the sink that would be on a budget. I was really blessed with a brand new sink. So there's a story behind this sink. This is actually the third home it's been in. My parents had given it to us when they had renovated or redone some different things in their kitchen. They had purchased a sink, and it had a very small hairline fracture. But because it was brand new, my mom was like, well, this should come in brand new condition. Contacted the company, and they said, we'll just send you a new one. And she said, what should we do with this other one? And they said they basically didn't care. So she gave it to me, and I was holding on to it until we would make over the kitchen in that house. We ended up moving from that house. We ended up moving to a different state even, brought it to our farmhouse, and never got to a makeover in our kitchen beyond painting the kitchen cabinets. So we moved it to another house, and we got here, and I said to James, you know what? We have that sink. Why don't we use it? Because in a laundry room, it's nice to have a utility sink as well. So technically this sink is meant for a kitchen, but we're using it as a utility bathroom sink. And so far it's worked really well. We've had it in here for 2 years now. So I said, well, what kind of vanity are we going to use? And I really didn't want to buy something new. There just was nothing new that I wanted, and I wanted something that had character. So I got on Facebook Marketplace and found a dresser, went and picked it up, and James went through the process of converting it from a dresser into a bathroom vanity. He did a really great job. I have a blog post all about that, and I'll just link all kinds of different blog posts in the description below if you want more information about any of those. Okay, so now that we chatted about the major things, let's talk about some of the little details in our bathroom. So this bathroom is on the first level, and you'll notice there's 2 windows. And we needed privacy here. What I ended up doing was putting like a window film on the bottom. Because of the height of our foundation and where the bathroom is, just by doing the bottom, you still have complete privacy. I actually was a little skeptical as to how well this privacy film would work. But I was open to trying it after basically just having like an old curtain. I think actually it was an old shower curtain. I just had it thumbtacked here for a while. I felt like we were living in a frat house for a few weeks or a month or so. Anyway, installed that. It works really good. We've tried night and day being inside and outside and you can see nothing. So if you're considering it, it's a cheap investment, maybe $10, $15, $20, and it works well. But I did not do it on the top because I wanted to be able to see out the back of the house. And so the solution for at night, because at night, if someone's using the bathroom and you're outside and you can't see through the bottom at all, it kind of looks like a floating head. And as a guest, you might feel a little uncomfortable. So I installed these Roman shades, and we can pull them down. They can be down during the day as well, allow light in, but also give you full privacy in here. The window here, and I ended up putting a privacy film on that just because I kind of felt like maybe the neighbors, if you looked in a certain angle and maybe like caught the corner of the mirror here, it would reflect back, and it just, anyway, we don't really necessarily need that light, that window for any type of visual, so I ended up putting the window film on that one as well. Now, because this half bathroom does serve as a laundry room as well, I needed some type of drying rack, and so I installed that. All right, James installed that above the dryer, and that actually just pulls right out. I can hang up a couple of things. I actually have a rack hidden behind the vanity that is a bigger drying rack that I can pull out when the kids have maybe all their winter gear and anything that might require a bit more. I can pull that out, put it here, and then when we're done, we can fold it up and put it away. A couple of other things you might notice in here is this basket. Actually, within the first week or two, I found it in our next door neighbor's garbage and brought it inside. I actually painted it to give it a whole new look. And what we do is we use this basket to throw in towels, maybe from the kitchen and the bathrooms and that kind of stuff that I just don't have laundry baskets. We all have laundry baskets for dirty laundry in each of our bedrooms, but this is just kind of the catch-all sheets, things that maybe we might wash all together. You'll also notice a big jar. I make my own laundry detergent, and I have actually 2 recipes. One that is my favorite, and then a budget-friendly option as well, and I'll link those in the description below. And so I just refill that probably about every other week or so. I make a new batch, and that's what we use. Behind that, you'll notice a big jug of vinegar. It's super cheap. I just put a couple of like glug, glug, glug. That's my measurement for it. In each type of laundry, just to kind of add a little bit of a disinfectant. The mirror above our vanity is something that my parents had given to us 2 houses back, and it served as a mirror above my dresser in our bedroom, and I don't remember where it ended up in our farmhouse. I really don't even remember, but when we got here, I decided just to use that. I already had it. We needed a mirror above the vanity, so we installed that. The rug that we added in here is actually one of my favorite patterns, and it is I think it's a 3.5 by 5. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I don't think it's a 4 by 6, but I really had limited as to what size rug to put in here because the vanity is actually built in and connected to the wall. Because of the weight of the sink, it had to be that way. I can't move the vanity. I can't slide any type of rug underneath it. So this has been a good solution. It brings some warmth to the room. It adds a little bit of color, and it also kind of absorbs some of the sound that might come from the washing machine and the dryer as well. And because I do like sharing these videos, some of our future plans for this room, I decided I'm gonna share it here too. So next to our wash machine and behind it, it's open. I've kind of tossed around the idea of James building some kind of like built-in case or something to be able to store things. The solution is, I do know that I don't like seeing the the drainage and everything for the washing machine. I know those things are necessary, they have to be there. But if you have any ideas on how we can kind of hide that, but also maybe make some type of solution that's functional, or maybe we just kind of cover up. However, our wash machine is a top-loading wash machine. So I know that I've seen in some laundry rooms where somebody has put like a board on top and then they use that for their folding of their laundry. That's not an option, since it would be something that could easily be removed if we had any type of water situation that we needed to work on. So if you have any suggestions on how to maybe make that area over there a little bit prettier so that guests and stuff don't have to see the pipes there, let me know. I would love to hear it. Well, thanks for stopping by and checking out our half bath and laundry room makeover. This has really been a good solution for us. Really nice that our guests don't have to use a toilet in a closet. I don't think we'd make them. We'd let them go upstairs and use the bathroom. But that also means that when guests are over for dinner, we don't have to make sure our upstairs is clean and our upstairs bathroom is clean. They can just use the one down here. But it's been a good solution to have the washer and dryer here. Again, we had first moved in, we didn't know if it was going to work. We kind of had envisioned, even I think probably the first time we came and looked at the house, I think we went home and said we could convert that to a half bath and laundry room, and we did. And all the different pieces, all the different things have come together little by little. Again, if you have any questions about this makeover, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. You can pop over to my blog. I have a lot of sources and just different information there as well. But thanks for stopping by. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and see you next week.